I feel like this was a stupid idea.
Oh, the gearbox itself had its own mounting point, so we just wanted to obviously not reinvent the wheel. So we used the original mounting points and made the gearbox mount flow into the chassis.
So, cut another one, make it 10 mils. I can cope this straight, pretty much, and just rock it, baby. Oh yeah. Why are you being ugly to me?
Why speed on?
Just looks cool. Because it's for speed.
We could have made it out of flat plate, but then I don't think it would have followed sort of the theme we got with all the tubular work in the car. But we still wanted it to look good, so that's why we had the flat plates, speed holes in it and stuff like that.
Okay, well, take, what's it? 17 now.
I don't know that many fingers to count.
It's just it.
There was a lot of mess ups we made. First, bend's not tight enough. Obviously, we're working with conduit, so we don't know the bend radius. So we're kind of making templates to fit there. And then when we made the templates, we realized that the bend wasn't enough. Well, when we made our first pieces, we realized that the bends weren't enough of a bend. And then we coped them and made them too short. Then when we got them right, we still didn't like the bends, so we bent more. And then once we found one that we liked, we just replicated it for the other side.
This end and that end, just nick it. Get it straight. Oh no, I know, I'm myself.
But you got to keep all the tubing. So the reason why we tack it before is you want to make sure that everything lines up properly and everything's in its right place. And you don't have, say you got 10 tubes there, you don't have 10 hands to hold it. So you tack everything in place, make sure everything's right. And once you've tacked it, then you can weld everything up. Nothing's going to move on you while you're busy welding.
No, let's just tack it. Well, put tacks, yeah?
Yes, David. Why always do it?
You just have to put a tack on top here on each side.
David.
Just put a tack on each side here.
Let's give David.
Shut the f up, dude.
And then do what David says.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair enough.
The tubing was 25 millimeter diameter with a 3mm wall thickness. So it's overkill for a mounting, but at least we know it's strong enough to not break. I mean, we are sort of over-engineering it a bit, but hopefully that helps with not breaking easy.
Now we've got so much grinding to do. Thank God for Klingspor's grinding this.
I don't have enough fingers and toes to tell you how many times I had to redo it. User error is the general thing of why bends come out incorrectly. It's when you think you know better and someone else knows better, but you go with you thinking you know better, then you realize you're wrong. That's pretty much exactly what went down. It's a true story.
I won't put anything past us right now. Okay, so let's measure 7 times and cut once.
Now you want to go straight. How are you going to connect it to this?
Hey, that's not bad, eh? Gotta admit myself, it's bloody good.
Oh, when it doesn't fit properly, you take that tube and you toss it, and then you start again. Now you've cut into a bend, so you can't re-bend that tube. So you just got to start again.
Don't know what's going on now, I'm too scared to take it off.
There's many ways to cope a tube. So you can use like a general coping tool where you have the diameter of the tubing that you're going to connect it to, and you cut that cope into it with a hole saw, or you do it by hand. So say you have a piece of the tubing that you're going to mount it to, and you can actually put it up against there, mark, well, that's kind of what I do sometimes, mark either side and then cut most of the material away and then fine tune it by grinding it and getting it to fit tight. The tubes have to fit tightly before you weld, because if you have a gap and you weld that gap closed, right, no problem to close that gap, but what happens is metal shrinks. And if you have a gap like that, it shrinks more than what it would normally if it was a tight fit. And that causes issues down the line, like with lining everything up again. Once you take it out, it springs out and then you can't get it back into place. Use levels, use your measuring tape, and use your eye and make sure everything lines up like it's supposed to, and then weld it. Don't do what I did, think you know better, and then have to cut everything out and do it again. If I could have started again, you know, that saying hindsight is 20/20, I would have researched and done things differently in a sense of where I started. I would have probably done the suspension mounting points on the chassis first with the engine in, and then made the subframe, because then I would have known exactly where the control arms would sit and everything like that. But I had no idea. This is a learning curve for me. I've never built a drift car, and I've never done pipe work like this, and I've never had to work out suspension geometry. And now learning more from people that know a hell of a lot more than me, I would have probably started in a different place.
Go, Gadget, go.
No, I don't like it. I don't like 3mm plate. Not for a mount.